Now, an area that we use percentage a lot in real life would be for sales tax and tips. When you go purchase an item, there will be a sales tax depending on the rate of your state. There's also a tips that you pay the waiter or the waitresses at the restaurant, depending on their service. And in order for us to calculate the amount of tax and the amount of tips, we have to use percent. So if you look at this problem, it says how much is the sales tax on a sweater that is $29.95 with a sales tax of 6%? And what would the total cost that you have to pay? Now, there are two methods of solving this problem. I'll show you both and see which one you like better. The first one is just basically finding out what's the amount of sales tax first. And then after that is a tax, meaning you pay extra money because those are extra that you have to pay to the state, to the government. So to find a total cost, you have to add the sales, the amount of sales tax to the cost of the sweater. So what we can do first is find the amount of sales tax. So it says, what is the sales tax of a sweater that is $29.95 with a sales tax of 6%? So we want to find what is 6%? So X is 6%, changing that into a decimal of $29.95. Now this is using the percent formula. So I'm changing the sentence to what is 6% of $29.95. If you prefer using the proportion, you could have set it up. Is over of equals percent over 100. You could say 29 of what is, so we don't know what the is. So X over $29.95 is equal to 6 over 100. Either method works, so depending on what you like. I prefer using the formula, so I would do 0.06 times $29.95. That would be 1.797. So this is the amount of sales tax. And since we're talking about money, it has to be rounded to the nearest cents, which is the hundredths place. So this is approximately $1.80 for the sales tax. Now, that's the sales tax. What would the total cost be? The original price of the sweater is already $29.95. Now that you have $1.80 for sales tax, you would have to add $1.80 to it. So $1.80 plus $29.95 would equal to $31.75. So this is how much you have to have in your pocket in order for you to buy a sweater with a 6% sales tax. Now, another way of approaching this is because you have to pay 100% of the sweater. So no matter what the price of the sweater, you have to pay for it. And additionally, you also have a 6% sales tax. So here, what we have, in terms of percent, I'm paying 100% of the sweater already. And plus, I have to pay 6% for the sales tax. So essentially, aren't you paying 106% of that sweater? So instead of multiplying it by 0.6 to just find the sales tax, I can multiply it by the decimal of 106% in order for me to just do it all in one shot to find out how much the total cost would be. So I could, write the same percent sentence. It would be what is. Now instead of 6%, I want to know my total cost. So changing that 106% into a decimal would be 1.06 times $29.95. And if you do that on the calculator, 1.06 times $29.95, that would equal to 31.747, which is approximately $31.75. So using this method, you calculate into percentage first to find the total price. But for here, the first method that we use, we find out what's this amount of sales tax and then add that onto the original price of the sweater to find my total cost.